one of the feedback that the lecturer Anderson gave me was that I needed to be able to express my emotion in a more uh, not valid way, but in a I needed to do it better, basically. Um, and I agree. Whilst the past two times felt better than what I did, no, whilst the final time was better than the past two times, I still agree that the emotion was lacking. It felt as if I was playing the emotion, or at least just playing on this high energy and using this loud volume to get across my anger. And I like emotional memory, where you go, if there's an angry scene, think of a moment that made you angry and use that. I am not an avid fan of it, but I agree that can help. I know there are a lot of actors that go, it's very, very dangerous, it's very, very this, that. And I can agree to an extent. My disagree with it, I broke my pen. I disagree with it because of the fact that, as long as you do it safely, because I feel like a lot of people don't, and they don't have that, okay, my scene is finished, now to bring me back down. Like, what I do is I do the scene, very, very emotional, high, intense, go back home, just play my PlayStation and just relax, like, that shouldn't be your mindset. A lot of people don't have that ground to fall back on, and then their mental health deteriorates because of going back to these brutal moments that they may have lived. But I digress. I believe that emotional memory will help me start this feeling off, or even if it doesn't, there are techniques where you can like push against something, or you can pull something, to get this like tense feeling, always to help project. And I can also use these techniques to, whilst yes, projection could be an issue at times, I'm not sure, I think I was okay, but not 3 minutes. One of the problems with this subject matter is the fact that I can't put myself into the character's headspace and understand why he would be having these sorts of opinions. I can't put myself into the character's shoes. What I can do, however, is what is the character's intentions in this monologue right now, and that links into subcontext and stuff like that. And I would have the main focus for my character to rally the troops, or to get more people to defend him, or to agree with what I believe in, because the character knows or understands the fact that he can't get rid of these immigrants by himself, and I need more people. Alicia also mentioned to me that whilst I'm writing down the script, I can also see like the commas, the full stops, to see where each part of punctuation is. So where it says, all right, listen up, there's a comma there. So I wouldn't just be like, right, listen up, I'll be like, all right, listen up. And it's helping me not only develop the emotional, not emotional consistency, the levels of this monologue, I'm also adding more reason to it as well. Like, why would this comma be here? Why would I say this like this? And my intention would be, well, the comma's here, so I would say it like this, and I say it like this because of this, like subcontext, intentions, character intentions, stuff like that. When Alicia first spoke to me about this monologue, we agreed that this character could potentially be viewed as, not insane, that's the wrong word for it, but I'm not quite sure what to use, but it's quite a idea to have this individual who has a lot of energy, because of the mental unwellness, and having moments of like, you know, those government conspiracy theorists? Maybe he could be something like that. Obviously not too theatrical, that's what I'm worried about, because it's for camera, but if I learn the script well enough, I could potentially go into that direction, where it's just spitting ideas here. Like, I can imagine, I'm not actually going to do this, but, or have this, but it's like a tinfoil hat, and that kind of like, there are 2 million illegal immigrants, It's like, and then that's when I can have this massive fluctuation of not power, well, potentially power as well, yes, but this massive fluctuation of energy. And I could have like a whisper of like every night thousands of these parasites stream across the border. I could have that as like a whisper, and when it goes to don't laugh, this isn't funny, that's when I can like a full pelting. Anderson said about how, and Alicia mentioned this character doesn't need to have like a husky tone to his voice. Whilst I feel I have a desire to put an accent on, I agree with them with the husky tone isn't necessary, and I could just do the monologue as it is, just a, alright, listen up, there's I'm considering Irish as well. I don't know, there's a part of me that feels like I could amp it up with having another voice. However, I also know that having another voice doesn't really add anything to it. It's just something that I like to do, and that doesn't necessarily make it better. One of the problems that I'm facing right now is knowing where to have the incline of energy. So I go, alright, listen up. We need to open our eyes. There's over 2 million illegal immigrants bedding down in this state tonight. This state spent $3 billion last year on services, blah, 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 blah. And the problem that I am having is, where do I put it? So do I go, alright, listen up? Or do I go, alright, then listen up? And then I go, there's over 2 million. Or is it a, alright, listen up? Listen. I had another little bit just to reinforce that I am that demanding, or not authoritarian figure, but I am that figure that everyone should be listening to. And where do I put it? No, we're still at that part. There's over 2 million at least. So, alright, listen up, listen. And then I go down, there's over 2 million illegal immigrants. That's when I'm the teacher, I'm telling them, like, this is the problem that we're having, and not in a, there's over 2 million, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get them, bring them down to earth, bring them to, if they see someone shouting and rambling, they're going to go, oh, he's just crazy. But if they see someone that's, like, well nuanced and able to say the problems in a better manner than just rambling on, then I feel like that would impact people more. However, if they are there already, they know what the problem is, so I feel like they are already rallied, so just me going straight into, there are 2 million immigrants, both ways do well, I'm just not sure. Another idea that I had was that, where it says, about the Statue of Liberty, on the Statue of Liberty it says, bring us your hungry, bring us your poor, and your, I can't remember what that next part is, but I'm considering to write down, a French accent, because if I just do my normal voice and just do, alright, listen up, there's over 2 million, blah, 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 just have that, slow down, that's simple, obviously, but if I have that, but then when it goes into the French, obviously I know that it's a stereotype of a French accent, but there's a little part of me that believes, obviously sometimes what people believe is wrong, but their opinions are wrong, and this time my opinion may or may not be wrong, even though, not all. Yeah, what I also believe, or my opinion, is that if I am a racist, or if I don't like immigrants, then my character would take the mick out of the French, and since the Statue of Liberty is a gift from the French, I don't know why I did that, it's not like the the Trojan horse. It's a gift from the French. And as well as that, the actor in American History X, he was very smart and calculated. Well, not too smart, obviously, since his opinions are very, very wrong. Obviously, he finds out in the end that he was like, oh god, because of my opinions, because of what I've done, I've basically had a consequence where one of my closest people got killed. But he's very smart, so he would know that it came from the French. But would he use an accent, or would that just make his opinion inferior? Because he's just... It's like when you're losing an argument and you mock the way they speak. So if someone goes, oh, I've got a problem with this, and you go, oh, I've got a problem with this, then you've automatically lost the argument. So I'm also considering that as well.